Hello, everyone out there. Um, I'm actually making this video for my best friend Curtis, who is actually out in friends. Um, I love you, sweetheart. I've missed you so much. I can't wait for to see you when you come back in June. Um, so far, everything is going well. I'm doing amazingly great. This past weekend, I was out at NIU. Actually, no, yeah, this past weekend I was out there at NIU, and I performed Gay Jam, where the first time me and Julia first performed. Um, it was it was good. It was a lot good. I am my worst critic, of course, and I had to watching the video a couple of times. Like, okay, it was pretty good. Um, it was one queen actually who stood out, and I was just like, wow. I'm in the audience just watching. I then came all out of drag and everything, and I'm just like, wow, this girl killed it. Yes, I am talking about Dela Johnson. Was amazing. Mikey did his own little solo. He was rapping and singing and dancing. I was just like, get it, boy. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Everyone misses you out there at NIU, and they can't wait for you to come back. Um, as far as Zoe is going is doing amazing. Um, Everyone actually is doing pretty good. No one's having a bad time or anything. Everyone is just being amazing as they always are. Julia is doing fine. She actually said hi. She misses you. Um, Other than that, everything else is going pretty good. But I do want to hear how you are doing and whatnot. And also, I do want to give a shout out to my girl Delanese from NIU, rocking the drag scene out there. Um, and I also want to give a shout out to my besties, who were out there supporting me. Love you, Jessica, Nick, Zoe, Mikey, Ashley, NIU for your support every time I come out there to perform. You guys are like amazing. Yet I'm still a young queen, and of course, there's some things that young queens do or forget to do that we learn from. And this is a learning experience for me, and I'm so glad and so honored that NIU welcomes me each and every time to go out there and just work, just like build up my confidence to just go out there and do it. Someone actually sent me a message asking me what was my inspiration for drag, why did I get into it, and whatnot. And the first person that should come to any drag queen's mind is RuPaul. And the reason why I said it is because RuPaul was the first queen I saw. I think it was on MTV when she was doing Supermodel back in '93. Just fears just working, and I was just like, oh my god. And I didn't think of anything of drag. It was looked down upon in my family. Um, but as I got older, and I watched the RuPaul's talk show. Oh, that woman is amazing. She's definitely an inspiration to me. Um, then when I realized that there were other drag queens out there, the first drag queen I ever met was Jade from RuPaul's Drag Race season 1. And this woman was amazing, and I was able to speak to her, and I was just so happy. Like, after I spoke with her for about 5 minutes, um, in the back of the club, I ran to my friends. I was like, "Oh my god! Like, this drag queen just talked to me." And then when I realized that, um, later on that he was on RuPaul's Drag Race, I was like, "Oh my freaking god! Like, I know him! Oh my god!" And you know, Jade is such a wonderful person. Like you would think, oh, drag queens, they're bitchy and I'll get out my face and just crazy. It was the complete opposite. Like she opened, he opened me up, and I'm just gonna say she opened her arms up. She gave me hugs, kisses, and every time I see her, I'm just like, yes. And when I see him outside of drag, I'm just like, oh my freaking god, I love you, David, and whatnot. And I'm so proud. Like he has brought drag to another level. I mean, not the level of Sharon Needles. I mean, that bitch is just spooky fierce. But it's for me. It was her who actually like made me think I can probably do it. Also, another queen, Cyan Flair. Um, this queen actually uses her own voice, which is beautiful, and she performs all the time at Hydrate, which is a club here in Chicago. Um, and I just every time I see him, I'm just like, Zion, and he's like, well, and he gives me a hug and kiss, and I'm just like, yes, like it's not the what you think drag queens are, and I'm just so glad that they're not bitchy, and they've actually maybe decide like, hey, why don't I try doing drag, and then also my drag mother Julia, who helped me actually come out in drag, which the first time I did it was on Halloween, and it was an amazing experience. People thought I was a real woman. And then my first show, which was actually the last year's Gay Jam, it's my first time ever performing, and I was scared. And seeing glimpses of the video, I was just like, oh my god, I was just great. I got some sexy ass legs. Um, and when I came back out, it's just like, wow. So like those queens, RuPaul, Jade, Cyan, they've basically influenced me. And seeing little pictures of them outside of the clubs, I start taking up makeup tips from them, from what I see in the pictures and whatnot. I still got a lot of work to do. But what queen doesn't when you're just starting out? Um, other than that, like that's that those people are my inspiration. I just love them to death. Um, but I need to get back to studying. Finals is coming up. So far, I'm doing pretty good, but I don't want to lag behind. So I will talk to you guys later. I love you, Curtis. I can't wait for you to come back in June. We're going to hit it up, and we're going to have a ball. So take care. Everyone else, you guys take care as well. Kisses, mwah, and you better work, Delanese. Mwah.